Coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Fitzgerald's got it right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On third down, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Now on fourth down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. On first down, Watson. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Looking at this.
Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Watson on third and goal. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by David Anderson. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
I don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flip.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, It has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Johnson, the intended target.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Corey Peters with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Tiger.
Watson now to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his man Griffin. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Watch the back. Two jet.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans had cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Nelson's got it here right side. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Come back, come back.
Watson. Flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Anderson. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking long for Thomas. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Bill O'Brien, an offensive mind, and he's going to trust his offense here. They're going for it on 4th. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Now it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go to Johnson again. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. He's going to sling this deep down, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Andre Howell. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back now in Houston. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
He's going to get it running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller from 13 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, first and 10. On first down, it's Rosen. He sets to fire deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Ace! Ace!
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
The Steelers, of course, had all the questions lingering with Le'Veon Bell. Tip of the cap to James Conner. He really has filled in nicely.
He prepared himself as if he were going to be the starter right from week 1, and I got to see him in preseason, and you saw a little bit of everything. His ability to run inside, also run to the perimeter, catch the ball in the backfield. And how about his season opener against Cleveland? They didn't win the game, but he played awfully well, 135 yards rushing, and he helped close out a big win at Tampa Bay in Week 3 on Monday Night Football with some nice runs down the stretch.
And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Conner. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Kansas City set to get the football back, and allow me to go back to that Monday night game on November 19th, because that was one of the most talked about games in recent memory, 54-51. How fun. Was that?
It was a blast, and here's the best part. It was anticipated, that game, right? Think of the last time you anticipated a game that highly in the NFL. And those two put on a show beyond our expectations. And Patrick Mahomes, he may have thrown the interceptions late, but I think he walked out of that game with the rest of the league and anyone who watches football saying, we could very well have a transcendent type of a quarterback right in front of us right now.
Yeah, no doubt. And going against Goff on the other side, man, was it fun. So now for KC, you look ahead. They're going to Oakland after the open week. Then home for Baltimore before a big one, Week 15 against the Chargers.
Yeah, they can't have any type of a letdown because they're trying to hold on to first place in the AFC West. So this open week, this late in the season, could not have come at a better time for them.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Slow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards at a first. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Mahomes now on 1st down. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Pittsburgh football here, and the Steelers that lost last week in Denver, it didn't hurt necessarily their playoff chances, but it did really hurt their chances for a first-round playoff bye.
Yeah, they're a game and a half up in the AFC North. They should be okay for their division. But when you talk about getting that open week at the end of a tough, grueling season, everyone wants that. So you're exactly right about how that hurts. But this is why they lost to Denver. -4 turnover differential in the game, and they still had a chance late. Ben Roethlisberger threw an interception in the end zone, sealed their fate. A game we all expected them to win. A game they probably should have won.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Roethlisberger will throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. On the left side, it's McDonald. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, it's Bell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Man over left side is Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And now running right through it. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They go play action here on first down. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Ace, ace. Ace, ace.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's third down. We're back now in KC. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth.
Left, 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 left. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z. Z, 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 Z. Left, 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 left.
He can run for it, and he will. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Left, 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 left.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace, ace.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They come out here in the eye. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
44.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going deep for and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll take it down shy the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw, Mahomes. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll go down shy the 40 at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now Mahomes. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mahomes to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run with Hunt, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. To to the up man. That's Sherman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A quick hitter to Sherman, the fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And that's tough duty for a strong safety because truly he's a hybrid-type player. A pass defender, which makes him more of a defensive back, but really his tackling ability is like a linebacker. So they don't mind coming up and taking those guys on, but that's a tough task there, taking on the big fella.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll be celebrating in the Power and Light District.